in Kasungu, Lilongwe, Salima, Dedza, Balaka, Zomba, Mulanje, Blantyre, Chikwawa, Mwanza, and Mangochi. For more information, contact 0883 815 055 or 0996 892 965. Get a Zuku decoder today and not miss daily mass, worship and prayers, news bulletins, and so much more on Luntha TV, bringing wisdom into your home.
It is Thursday, the October 9th, 2025, and welcome to our today's edition of Press Review, in which we take you through some of the stories that have been published in our newspapers. And as usual, we do have The Nation and the Daily Times newspapers. In our today's program, you're with me, Chavita Chilanga, and my colleague
Judith Organ.
All right, I'll be taking you through the Nation newspaper. And to begin with the very front page, we have a story with two headlines. The main headline reads, DBB said to read in 50% councils. And the sub-headline reads, numbers can give party leadership in 19 of 36. And the story is on page 2. Party says, based on official results from the September 16th general election, local government race, Democratic Progressive Party DBB is on course to take leadership roles in at least 19 out of 36 councils, it is emerged. The Nation analysis of the results that Malawi Electoral Commission made chairperson Justice Annabel Mtalimanja announced on Sunday indicate that DBB, which also won the presidential race and the most seats in parliament, secured enough wards to grab mayoral and council chairperson positions, including in Blantyre, Lilongwe, and Zomba. In case of Mzuzu City, the opposition Malawi Congress Party MCP has the numbers, although a marriage of convenience between DBB UTM party and independence group broke the erstwhile governing party from carrying the day. Yeah, the story, that's how it reads, Patri. Yeah, we all know that chisankho chapa 16 September aphungu oshuluka amenana bambana chisankho chimenechi ndi DBB. And when it comes to local councils, chisankho chama councillor zikuoneka sozoti DBB sizikuoneka ngati makhansala ambiri a DBB ndamene anapambana chisankho chimenechi. Ndiye nkhani ikutuza zakuti paliso kuthekeraka kuti mameya ambiri m'mizinda akhonza kukhala achipaniso cha DBB. You can take us through one in the Daily Times.
Okay, here on the Daily Times, on the front page, Peter Mutharika makes austerity call. President Peter Mutharika has directed public officials who are serving in his administration to be saving costs. The president made direct at Sanjika Palace in Blantyre yesterday when he preside over the inauguration of recent appointed public officials. Mutharika also said he would not tolerate incompetence within the administration.
Yeah, we yesterday witnessed the swearing in of ministers ndi some senior government officials amene anasankhidwa ndi President Arthur Peter Mutharika Sunday, and the function was ku Sanjika Palace. Among other things, APM kumene kuso made a speech. He called for inclusivity, kuti amayi abambo onse azikhala maudindo. Yes, maudindo osiyana-siyana, komanso kumene kunali nkhani achinyamata azitengana umbali nzochitika zosiyana-siyana when it comes kupanga policies, even the implementation, because there have been calls kunena zakuti achinyamata amayikidwa pambali when it comes to nkhani ngati zimenezi zopanga policies and even implementation. And mkuyankhula wawo anafotokoza zakuti awasankha agangata Emendi, one of the youthful, probably the youthful minister Malawi has ever had.
Yes.
Yes, kuti azithamanga when it comes to
that.
Yes, youth empowerment. All right, on the second page, it says, so wants to date APM over Makla. Part with the story says the Center for Human Rights and Rehabilitation, CHRR, says it wants to lobby new President Peter Mutharika to stop Malawi Communications Regulatory Authority (MACLA) from procuring a 1.5 million US dollars, which is about 2.6 billion kwacha, integrated information management system. In an interview Tuesday, CHRR Executive Director Michael Gayata said his group wants to take advantage of the change in political leadership to fight against the procurement of the system, also known as a spy machine, as one of its components is purportedly used to eavesdrop conversation. Maybe you can take us through one in the Daily Times.
Yeah, salary delays eyed new teachers. At least 800 newly recruited teachers in Lilongwe West have voiced frustration over salary delays, saying they are yet to get September pay. The teachers we report for duty on September 3 and September 4 claim that their names are missing from the government's payroll system despite fulfilling all recruitment requirements. So what will you say about this? Why is it that these teachers are out now saying they haven't been paid?
It's something else, maybe, because the change leadership can be one of the factors. Yeah, they deserve it. They've been
salary delays eyed new teachers. At least 800 newly recruited teachers in Lilongwe West have voiced frustration over salary delays, saying they are yet to get pay in September. The teachers who reported for duty on September 3rd and September 1st claim that their names are missing from the government's payroll system despite filling all requirements. So what would you say about this?
All right, I think adindo pamenepa achite majawi anthu apezi atenge ndalama zawo, zinthu zikuvuta. Yeah, and these people akhala akudikira nthawi yayitali kuti adzalembedwe ntchito apa zatheka ndizomvetsa chisoni kuti mpakana pano sanalandire malipiro awo a mwezi wa September. Of course, some of the people analandire komano zikudabwitsa kuti why anthu amene they were recruited ku Lilongwe West sanalandire ndalama zawo. Ndiye apa nchofunika ndithu kuti adindo achita china chilichonse chothekera kuonetsetsa kuti anthu amenewa atenga ndalama zawo pa ground sipali bwino. We need money.
Yeah, we need money.
We need money.
We need the money.
Yes. All right. Experts urge speed in board's replacement. Experts in governance have asked the Malawi government to quickly reconstitute the boards of parastatals and state-owned enterprises SOEs dissolved on Tuesday to avoid disruption of operations. In general, the pundits and public sector sources said while there could be no serious legal implications following the dissolution of all 77 parastatals and SOEs, any delay in appointing new ones could affect the organization's performance. Nkhani yakusintha kwa ulamuliro kuchoka ku MCP kupita ku DPP anapanga dissolve ma parastatals, and the reason it kuti zichitike mwamajawi like yes, zichitike mwamajawi kuti ntchito kumeneku zifulumire. And the president yesterday during the swearing in ceremony anazaneza kulima appointments ambiri what we needed to do over 200 appointments. Yes. So ndikhulupirira zoti kumeneko Professor Afabire Muthalika akuchita chothekera kuti anthu ayikidwe maudindo siyana kuti tipite chitsogolo ngati dziko. Maybe you can take us through one in the Daily Times.
Okay, I actually want to go straight to the business.
Oh, business segment.
Yes,
Okay,
yes. Maize production cost worry experts. Uncertainty over access to affordable agricultural inputs may affect productivity in the sector and push more people into food insecurity and poverty, experts have warned. The new government is yet to provide policy directions on existing input supply initiative, namely Affordable Inputs Program, AIP, National Economic Empowerment, NIF, Input Loans and Mega Farms Initiative.
Nkhani yachimangas, our staple food. Nkhani ndiyansima. Malawians are used to eating in nsima. It's our staple food.
Yes.
Yeah, so nkhani yachimanga ndiyofunikira kwambiri. Tione kuti boma latsopano la DPP lichitenje pofuna kuonetsetsa kuti people are food secure komanso kupita chitsogolo. Zizitani nkhani ya the Affordable Inputs Program kuti nawo ayilandira motani kupita chitsogolo ayitenga motani poti maboma amazitenga zinthu mosiyana awana abwera ndi awa ya AIP mbuyo munaliso za subsidy what yes, so I don't know for this time around kuti DPP itibweretsere zotani koma nthawi ndiyo mwino zijatanena kale kuti adindo wafunika the Minister of Agriculture kuti ayambe kuthamangitsa zimenezi nthawi ndesili kumbali yathu. Because anytime soon the lanes will start.
Yes, and we need to start planting.
Yes, so and how you again do Sure. On the business segment in the Nation newspaper, quote on output revenue tambo, output drops to 6,000 metric tons, revenue recorded at 7.8 billion kwajan. Part of the story says Malawi's cotton output has taken a significant hit, plummeting by 25% to 6,000 metric tons this season, down from 8,000 metric tons last year, data show. This drastic decline starkly contracts with a projected 22,000 metric tons, dealing a harsh blow to the sector's revival efforts and resulting in reduced proceeds for the farmers and stakeholders. And I will now go straight to international news. Hamas sets conditions for Gaza peace deal. Part of the story says Hamas set out conditions for its bargain to the U.S. President Donald Trump's plan that aims at ending the war in Gaza. This comes as the talks have entered the fourth day in the Egyptian resort of Sharm el-Sheikh. According to Reuters, these conditions were disclosed on Tuesday at Qatari Prime Minister and senior U.S. mediators, including Special Envoy Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner, headed to Egypt to join in direct negotiations between the Palestinian group and Israel. Maybe you can go straight to arts and culture?
Yes, we are going straight to arts and culture. Yeah, in the Daily Times and the arts and culture.
Yes.
Arts Dream Nights Market pushes for arts accessibility. Luntha said Arts Dream Nights Market has become a meeting point where talent is celebrated and creativity is opposed. So, when they mean creativity is opposed, what do you get in that?
All right. Art Dream Night Market pushes for art accessibility in Malawi. Entertainment art, it's part of an entertainment. People temafunika nditu tikagwira ntchito when we do whatsoever tisangalale tiwale ngomavuto. Sure, so the organizers of the Art Dream Night, they say they want to shine a light on hidden talents and make art accessible. Which art should be accessible to many. Mlakwa Lomwe insists not political. Ethnic group Mlakwa Lomwe says the establishment remains a political with no intention to mandate to influence President Arthur Peter Mutharika's decision or interfere in matters of governance. The organization is retaliated on its stance in a statement distancing itself from a perpetrated statement that alleged that the group is positioning itself to consolidate political power and influence appointments in the newly elected Democratic Progressive Party DPP administration. For so long, Mlakwa Lomwe nthawi zambiri anthu amanena zakuti chipani cha DPP ndi Mlakwa Lomwe sinaga chipani cha DPP chimatengedwa kuti ndi chipani cha Lomwe, and when we go ku Mlakwa Lomwe zimaoneka ndithu kuti nthawi zambiri tidere pano kuti nthawi zambiri zochitika za ku Mlakwa Lomwe zimalowa kwambiri ku DPP. Yes. So ayiwowa pano akutsindika kuti zinthu sizili choncho, ndipo tasintha lindo pano dziko likulamulidwa ndi DPP. Amafotokozapo mbali yawo pa nkhani imeneyi. Mbuyo mu ndithu zokamba zakhala zikuchitika mbuyo mu bwanji zochitika za Mlakwa Lomwe you are not involving the president Lazarus Chakwera, ndiye kuti kumeneku ndino atsankhodi inu mafuna DPP what. So yeah, they were making a clarification on that one. Maybe you can go straight to the back page
where we go into sports. But are you a sports person?
No, I'm not a sports person. We just take through the views because Poopa is our sports reporter.
Hey. Okay, we go on sports. Lake seek revenge against Guinea. The Malawi national football team, the Flames, have a score to settle when they host Equatorial Guinea for a group clash in the 2016 FIFA World Cup qualifiers at Bingo International Stadium in Lilongwe this evening.
All right, police help Bruyigo sisters. Malawi Police Services commended Bruyigo sisters for being good ambassadors after winning the One Nico Netball Top 12 National Cup. Commissioner for Research and Planning Dennis Chipao said this yesterday when he received the trophy on behalf of the newly appointed Inspector General Richard Luhanga at National Police Headquarters in Area 30 Lilongwe. And that also brings us to our today's edition of Press Review. Remember, we just take you through some of the stories, and for you to have a full picture of what has been published in the newspapers, get your own copies. Both the Daily Times and the Nation are going at 3,000 kwacha. In our today's program, you are with me, Charity Chilang, and my colleague
Judith Ogan.
Continue watching Luntha television for the rest of our programs. Good morning.
Ife Maranatha Natural Healing Ministries tikuthandiza mavuto osiyanasiyana.
Munthu ine ndakhala kudwala nthenda ya mgonamgono kupita ku chipatala anazota kulu BP yanu yakwera kwambiri ndinafika